Okay, we've moved on since 2022, but it's fair to remind ourselves what a great year it was for Tudor. I've done plenty of content on today's duo, but this will be my very first comparison video. And it's a big one. A head-to-head with 2 out of Tudor's 3 home runs of 2022. Let's compare. Alright, I'm Cohen. I'm a hiking, hunting and snowboarding watch lover. On a constant quest for the perfect watch for my life, both of these have been under consideration, and both of them had to be tested in my field. I've got my opinion clear on both of them, and this comparison got more interesting than I thought at first. Both watches are fully brushed, transcending that tool vibe. The Ranger is branded a field or exploring watch, while Tudor decided to brand the Pelagos 39 a lot of stuff. But to me, it's a tool watch, a classic dive watch. So where do they fit in the day-to-day? And who are those watches for? And steel versus titanium, how does the difference feel? I'll have to finish off the video with a comparison of the two materials. Please like and subscribe while you watch and listen, and comment what your favourite tool watch is. Thanks. It helps the channel more than you know, and it only takes you a second. I'll put my caliper measured specs on the screen for you to have a glance while I go on talking. Both watches are quite true to its marketed size. The Pelagos 39 measures a bit bigger in diameter because of the bezel which overhangs the case, but its short lug-to-lug distance makes it quite compact. Sits great on the wrist. The 21mm lug spacing does, however, make it look a bit bigger when you look at it from the top. The Ranger has a 20mm lug spacing and quite the long lug to lug for a watch without a functional bezel. It looks big for its size, especially on my 16.5cm wrists. It's a clock, and this clock has a lot of black dead space on the dial and could have benefited from a downscaling in size or even some extra text on the dial. The Ranger has 3 lines of text on a 32.8mm dial, while the Pelagos 39 has 5 lines on a 29.7mm dial. The latter looks much more in tune, but they are both symmetrical and highly legible. The indexes are printed on the Ranger in a greenish tone, which sends a vintage message. The Pelagos 39, on the other hand, sends a more modern look with its crisp applied white indexes. The latter clearly a favourite for me. The Ranger also enhances the vintage vibe by having a domed sapphire crystal, while the Pelagos 39 shows off a flat crystal seeming pretty in tune with its cousin, the Rolex Submariner. And yes, it is the best alternative for the Submariner, no doubt. The positive thing with the Ranger is its price. It's almost $2,000 between them, and they basically carry the same movement. The size is the only thing splitting the MT5400 and the MT5402 housed in the Ranger, both COSC certified in-house manufactured calibers. The Ranger is also more obtainable. As mentioned on my Ranger review, the bracelet is superior to any other Tudor bracelet. It's much better than the Pelagos 39, not only because of the lug width, but because of the clasp. Look at the difference. 43.9mm on the Pelagos 39, that's almost my entire wristband. The Ranger has a modest 33mm clasp, both including a T-fit, silly diver's extension. I'll jump straight to it and give you what you want to know. The titanium is a bit darker shade of grey than stainless steel. Titanium is comfortable, but makes more of a rattling sound than steel. For a tool watch on a bracelet, titanium is a hand-in glove. Titanium does scratch easier. The weight difference is significant. Pelagos 39 coming in at 101 grams, while the Ranger comes in at 140 grams. Important to mention that they both are fitted to my 16.5cm wrists. The trend of dive watches makes the Pelagos 39 more of an all-rounder than the Ranger. Don't get me wrong, a time-only watch should be an all-rounder as well. But the Ranger is quite toned down and I struggle to find a proper area of use for it. It would be okay as a field watch on bigger wrists, but you want a watch carried under layers of clothing to be small and as flat as possible. I wouldn't use any of them for a suit, not even a shirt or nice attire. The Pelagos 39 looks much better on a t-shirt and rugged clothing, where perhaps the Ranger could be an option, but it is surpassed by its counterpart. Bottom line, they're both cool tool watches, but the Pelagos 39 ticks more boxes on a day-to-day basis, while the Ranger has the best bracelet in the biz and best price. Have a nice week, watch fam.